Hello.
Hello. How's it going?
I can't hear you.
Can you not hear me? Hello, hello. I'm in Discord. So says the little green light that flashes.
I don't know if it's my
Hello,
fault
hello.
or-
Hello, hello. Hello, hello. I am being picked up in OBS, so at least I know my mic works. However, whether or not I can hear it, or John can hear me, I don't know. Jonathan, talk to me. All right. Well, eventually, we will figure out the whole mic thing. Hello, John.
I
Is
can
it
hear you
working?
now.
Haha, look at that. Hello.
Sweet. I was worried. Was that your end or?
Nope, not that I'm aware of.
Huh.
I've changed nothing. I've just been chilling.
I don't know. I unplugged and plugged in my headphone, and I was looking at some other options, but
I told told chat that it's probably something you gotta figure out. So I
Yeah.
saw the green light in all the right places on my end.
cool. I don't know what I did, but
Turn it off and turn it on.
it's always the start. You start with that.
Mm-hmm. How are you,
That
man?
doesn't work.
I feel like we haven't caught
Hey.
up in a minute.
Yeah, it's been a couple weeks, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good.
Hey, how's
Getting
that-
ready for Crown?
How's that trivia going?
I haven't thought about it that much, if I'm being honest with you, because I've been thinking about Crown, but
Yeah.
it's on my list to do
I
starting
think
next week.
it would be very cool event. It would be a very cool event, and I want to publicize it, but I cannot do that until I know that we have content.
I'll 100%. I'll make that my top priority next week.
Cool. I think that'd be a dope thing to do. Yeah, that'd be a fun thing we could do like bi-monthly or whatever, right? Just
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can knock it out. If I just sit down and do it, pretty sure I can knock out a quiz pretty fast with that.
yeah. I believe you.
And I have a bunch of ideas already.
Yep. Yeah, and you do trivia nights, which means that you generally get a chance to hear the variety of ways you can be quizzed, like sound
Correct.
bites and references and
Mhm.
that weird one that's like the word after and the word before. You know what I'm talking about?
Maybe.
It's like they ask a question that has, I don't know, or where the answer is like, I don't know, Michael Smith machine. So it's like Michael Smith and Smith machine as the two answers. But anyways, all right.
I just pulled up the stream and I didn't realize they had posted the entrance to Crown already.
I just saw it 3 minutes ago. So here
That's
we are.
probably when I
looking
was in the car driving home.
Yeah, man. Did people? I'm surprised it's this late, to be honest. Isn't it's
Yeah,
this weekend, right?
Yeah, this
Christ.
is later than I figured it would have been out by now.
So let's look at this. We'll look at this together.
Yeah.
All right, of the humans here, is this by OP? I assume it looks like it's an OP order.
No, that's definitely not OP.
It's not OP. Okay.
Wait, is it? Rorik?
I don't know
No,
your
that's
king though.
definitely
I
not.
assume not. I mean, Sven's a duke.
No.
He should be above you.
Yeah, there's two
Jason's a
dukes in
duke.
like the middle. This must be
Yeah.
like by entrant, by like when they submit it or something. I don't know.
Okay. First, 22. Is that on the small side or large side of Onsiorn Crown? It feels like small, right?
Slightly small. We're usually between 20 and 30.
Okay. Okay. Atlantia, it's like, I don't know, like 30. The last couple have been like 30 to 35. I know that Rags made a really good push to get a lot. Like he personally invited a bunch of people in this last crown, which I thought was cool. So we pushed closer to 40, I think, at that last one. In total, like letters of intent, and then however many people drop for day of.
Yeah.
It's its own thing.
No, I wish more people would fight in Crown. I'm usually, I encourage everyone to participate. I think it's a really fun tournament to fight in, actually. So.
Yeah, definitely. Do you guys ever do anything after Crown? I mean, that's always been like one of the big complaints I've heard. If you're an unbelt, probably not going to win, not really in contention. You're like, well, I get dressed all up. I go to this event, but I fight my 2 passes, and then nothing else.
Sometimes we do an unbelt tourney at Crown. I think they're doing one this year. And then we have usually, and depending on things, there's usually a good number of pickups after the tournament too.
Okay.
But I think they're doing an unbelt tourney as well. So.
Okay.
Which I'm also excited for.
Cool. Yeah, dope. Yeah, I'm a big fan of if you could add something to it, I would. But I also get that some people want it to be like the sanctity of Crown is about celebrating the fighters and the consorts. Yeah. So we don't want to do anything else after.
Certainly in Onsior we wouldn't do anything during the list, like while the tournament's still going on.
Right, of course.
But as soon as once the tournament is over, then they'll do. We've done various things. I think they're doing a youth tournament definitely, and potentially a unbelt tourney.
That's cool. I didn't know that was more like in Atlantia. I think historically, at least the last 10 years that I've been around, it tends to be less doing something after. It's not very seen as okay a lot of times.
I'm generally in favor of doing something after because I think it, like you said, it gives people more reason. And there's actually a lot of people who will go to Crown. They won't fight in Crown, but they'll fight. They'll do pickups or they'll do the unbelt tourney.
I think that's dope. Personally, I mean, I'm a big obviously I'm biased like you are in a pro more fighting human. So.
There was one. Usually Sven and his household run the unbelt tourney.
That's awesome.
They'll be like, they do an Atlantean speed tourney, and so like, you lose once, you go here, you lose twice, you go over under that chain, do pickups.
Yep.
And so it's like they're like not letting you get out of doing pickups. They're like. Fight this tourney, and then there's some knights over there waiting for you to do pickups with them because they can't fight in this tournament.
Right. That's legit. Chat. If you guys first, hello, welcome to the stream. If you guys have some ideas of, would you prefer to have Crown and then have fights afterwards, or would you like to more protect the one tournament and make that the only thing for the day? What are your thoughts? I would love to hear from you. All right, John. In that. List, just going top down, who you're reading you yourself are reading through all of them, which ones are the ones you're like, man, I don't think I have a chance against this person?
Sven.
Okay. Does that include then some of his folks? I don't know if there's others.
It looks like so let's see, Antigone's also in it. And then Floki.
Is Floki one of his?
Yeah, it was former Squire.
Okay, yeah, Count Floki, right now.
Count Floki, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think.
Do you think you have a chance against Floki?
I think I don't think I'd be favored.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I feel like on a good day maybe.
Let's say both of you fighting at your best. Out of 10, what's your percentage win? You taking 6? Or is he taking 6 or is he taking like 9?
I think that I have not fought him at his best. I've only ever fought him when he's like either doing demo fights, like at a demo, like a sort of drinking, trying to look good, or or he was fighting left-handed because his arm was hurt. But I think he would take 6 to 7 against me, and I could get to that 40 to 30%.
Right. Okay. That's really dope.
Sven, I think he would take me 10 of 10. Maybe
think
I
10
could
of
get
10?
one. A lucky stab, maybe.
You think like? Do you think you could realistically get like 0.5, like half, like 0.5, like 9.5 to 0.5, where you have like a boxer's chance?
Yeah, I think I could do. I think that's about all I would have.
Okay.
Sven's very good.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean,
I've never fought the guy in Armored, so I look forward to it.
So, yeah. Similar for Jason Drysdale. Those
Okay.
two are definitely the two best fighters in this list.
So I guess the next question is, what are your predictions? What is your final 8, final 4? Let's go with that.
Yeah.
And then final 2 and winner.
I think 100%. I think Sven is going to win.
Okay.
I
think Jason and Sven in the finals.
I don't know that Jason is trying to win.
Okay. So you might have some insider trading info that I'm unaware of. Okay.
Chat, for people who don't know, in Onslaught we have a tradition of a ducal prerogative, which is basically at any point a duke can just say, I'm going to take my ducal prerogative and bow out of this tournament. So you end up with the dukes fighting in the tournament just to like ensure that someone that they would like to win wins, or that someone they don't want to win doesn't win. I could be totally off, but my understanding is that Jason is just voting, as we would say.
Okay. So I guess next question, top 4.
4.
Uh-huh.
So the draw, it really depends on the draw, but looking at this,
Sure.
Assuming if Jason did want to try, Jason, Sven, who else is in this? Is there any other dukes in this? Guys, I just saw this, like, as soon as I pulled movie stream up.
Yeah.
Okay, there is Ulstead, okay.
Is Ulstead another...
Ulstead's a duke. He is a 5-time crown winner, but he hasn't won a crown in 10 years. 10
Okay.
Years. So
like it sounds like their peak of martial capacity was not the last 10 years, like prior to that.
Yeah, still a very solid fight, obviously. And,
Yeah. Totally.
So I could see he definitely see. Louis.
Okay. Yeah. 18.
Louis could 100% have a run in this tournament. Very technically good fighter. Great timing.
Okay.
Like, if you give him anything, he'll take it. Tends to run out of steam in the later rounds sometimes, just from like a stamina perspective.
Oh, okay.
But certainly is a threat in this list.
Yeah. All right.
Floki could make Floki. Owen is another one who, he's a big guy, but has a lot of skill, but tends to get run around sometimes with people who have a little better range control.
Okay. Yep.
But 100%, if he catches you, he'll it's pretty much done at that point.
Yeah. Is Wilhelm von Bellatrix the dude who knocked me out of the Gulf War tourney, the Rose tourney?
Correct.
Okay. The polearm guy. Nice guy.
If a non-duke drops out, it's just you. I mean, so the thing with ducal prerogative here is, in the rules, in the society level rules, anyone can pull out of a tournament at any point. So the whole idea of ducal prerogative is just a tradition. If someone drops out of a tournament, it's just them dropping out of a tournament. So we don't have a name for that specifically, but.
Dom, while you're here, on our last,
that is Dom, you're right.
Yeah, on our last potential meetup, like the Discord meetup, I just completely flubbed the time, so I apologize. I'm making this a public apology because I was like, oh, we'll be hanging out Saturday morning. I'm such a morning person, that'll be great. And then I went back, I was like, oh, I missed a thing. What happened? And it was in some time zone that is, your time zone, I think.
It was Friday.
Yeah, it was Friday
afternoon.
night or something, yeah. It's something that, like, my brain didn't calculate, time in the right way in that moment. So my apologies. I intended to be there. But my brain was like, Saturday morning, I'm good. Yay.
So you're saying it was personal.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I didn't do the thing where, like, my thing just said Saturday morning, the invite. So I was like, yeah, it'll be Saturday morning. I didn't think much more of it until Saturday morning. I was like, fuck. But, well, But hello, I'm glad we're hanging out now. John, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Oh. Personal messages in the public. All right, here we go. John, what do you think your chances are of winning? Like, you're honest, like, if you had to take, let's just say, let's put a percentage on it.
Let's see. Trying to think about how you would do that percentage. I feel like
However you want to do it. This is now your choice.
Yeah, okay. I feel like this isn't a percentage, but I feel like I have at least a chance against everyone but Sven and Jason in the list.
Okay.
I'm not sure that it's like favored odds against everyone, but I feel like I can at least like give everyone other than those two guys a fight. You know, like they're gonna have to earn it from me.
Okay.
Jason and Sven, I think that I think my goal with if I honestly being honest about it, if I had to fight them, my goal would be to take a point, like because our tournament's 2 out of 3, right?
Yeah. So like winning one pass at all would be like a big dub.
If I did that, I'd be super stoked about that.
Okay.
Those guys I think are world class fighters.
Known world class.
Yeah, known world class. known world class.
Yeah.
So I would be pretty pleased to just take a point.
Okay.
Everyone else, I think that if everything broke right, I could beat on a good day. I'm not saying that I would beat, but I feel like I could.
Do you make in that list? Let me go take a photo of it. I'll pull it back up on the stream. Do you make the top 16? So I can find the list again.
That's just the second round, isn't it?
Out of like what, 22, 23, something like that?
20. He's like 22, so half of that. I think I can make the second round.
Okay. Do you think obviously
it depends on the draw, right? If I fight
yeah.
Sven in the first round, then obviously not. But
yeah.
I think I have a good chance at the second round.
I guess the next question is, do you make Final 8? What do you think your chances are there?
I think relatively decent. I mean, the draw really depends. So here's another twister.
Okay.
In Onstura, the first round is precedence challenge. So they line everyone up in order of precedence, and then the lowest precedence person gets to challenge anyone above them, and so on and so forth.
Okay.
So I think the highest precedence person this tournament would be Ulstead. This is not in order. This list is not put in order of precedence, unfortunately. But so I'd be somewhere in the middle-ish, I think.
By OP?
Yeah.
I assume okay, so we have 22 people competing. I would assume like we got Sven and like the Dukes, right? We got a couple of Dukes, a couple of counts, 3 counts.
There's 3 Dukes.
3 Dukes.
2 counts. 2 Viscounts.
2 Viscounts. Okay, so it puts you at 8 already, assuming you're the top of the peer list. Is anybody else in like an older knight? Because I mean, Shiv's been around so much longer.
Louis would be higher than me.
Put you at 9. Okay, so you really are middle of the pack, like 9,
yeah,
10.
it's about, like I said, middle-ish.
Yeah.
I don't know. It could be low, middle, high, middle, but it's somewhere in the middle.
Okay.
So it ended up that I might fight that I could get challenged by one of the like newer fighters.
Oh man, you gotta defend your shit. Yeah.
But usually what they tell people, like that's what we do it that way. But usually what's considered it's considered tacky to turn to the person next to you and challenge them.
Okay, so like culturally, you gotta challenge high.
Culturally, they want you to go to the top order, challenging.
Yeah, fighting the Dukes and the Counts.
So, and the idea, some of that is you want to show that you have the guts to do it, and then also and really honestly, if you're a less skilled fighter, like a newer fighter what do you have nothing to lose fighting someone really good, right? You can
everything to gain.
So giving a Duke a good fight is better for your reputation than beating someone of a similar skill level to you.
Yeah. I suppose that depends on how you want to min-max that.
Yeah. I think in general, I mean, it, you could also just go get two-shotted by a Duke and,
Right,
3 days
right.
over real fast.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
So, um,
Dom is asking, John, how are you feeling about your performance level fight right now? The performance level fight now. Not abstract ranking against these guys. Are you peaking, etc.?
I feel like I definitely feel pretty good right now. I feel like if as far as peaking, I feel like I'm definitely better now than I ever was. I've definitely, and I feel like I've even improved a little bit in the last couple weeks, even.
Yeah.
Because I went up last weekend. I went up to Dallas, where Duke Lachlan lives, and I trained with him over the
Did
whole
you get some
weekend.
footage, man? We talked about this.
Oh, we didn't. We actually, so things we mostly
Rude
just
ass, John
we
ass.
did a lot of video reviewing
Yeah,
and a
yeah,
lot of drilling and actually very minimal sparring.
yeah, yeah. But no shit on but like no like footage of your video review.
No, that's true. I completely I didn't even think about it once.
Come on, man. We here to watch some videos of how your journey is going. Your journey is all like hidden and shrouded compared to mine.
I actually think Lachlan did film a little bit of me drilling, but he never showed that to me. I should bug him about that.
Yeah, you poke him, have him posted somewhere. We can watch that.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I'm definitely having all of my fights filmed next weekend for Crown.
Good.
And hopefully a good number of
We'll do a
pickups
good
and stuff
review.
too. So,
And
then,
yeah.
so that should be good.
Oh, what the fuck? Stream elements. Chill. I don't know how to change my stream elements message. I'll have to figure that out.
Your
All
stream
right.
element?
Yeah, it's just like a chat bot. I have not spent a lot of time on the technical side. That's on my goals of this year is to figure out things like how to green screen, how to put up a cooler front, how to slightly improve my lighting, improve the stream bot, and so forth.
Sure.
Maybe have like some more ways to automatically balance some audio issues or like rapidly balance those things. Like so as we have more and more people hop in Discord, figure out the technical side. But that's on my to do.
Nice.
Well, cool. I guess, is there anything that you have on the forefront of your mind as far as like nerves or pressure, or you're like, nah, it's chill. What happens. How you feel?
I feel a little bit nervous, but it's like the right amount.
Okay.
Like, if I don't feel a little nervous, then I won't do very well. I have to have like a little bit of nerves.
Yeah, some shit's on the line.
And it took me a little while for actually when I first started coming over to heavy, because the first few heavy tournaments I fought in, I was like, whatever, I'm just here, like, no pressure, like, I suck at this.
Yeah. And absolutely no pressure, right?
And now I'm like, well, still not great, but I'm decent, and so now I have something to prove, and I have, like, I need to I'm trying to like put on my like this is like you're saying, like there's some stakes now. Like I feel like I could go a few rounds, I could.
Yeah, I
I could
you
make
to
some
go
noise in this
rounds.
tournament,
Mm-hmm.
You never know how things break out, right? And I don't want to like deny myself an opportunity to like anyone can get stabbed in the face, right? So
Right, that's what I'm saying. I think you have both the boxer chance, very literally, not a like hopeful you. Like you have you catch that one thrust in the right moment, and that propels you to your next round.
yeah,
In theory,
So-
it propels you to your finals, and then you got to figure your shit out there.
yeah, I'm super excited for Crown.
Hell yeah. Is it close to you?
It's about 3.5 hours.
Where's it at? Well, like which direction from you?
Called Livingston, Texas. It's basically east of here.
Oh, east. Okay, that's
So it's
toward
like towards-
not quite toward San Antonio.
San Antonio's
like
pretty much
north.
southwest of
Oh,
here.
I'm in the wrong place in my head.
It's towards
Okay.
Houston.
Houston. Okay, I know it's like the big three and kind of a triangle-ish.
Yeah, there's Dallas, San Antonio, Houston. Austin is like between San Antonio and Dallas
Okay,
on I-35.
gotcha.
Um,
Cool.
That should be good. We have an Airbnb with some other people, so
That's dope.
the,
They
hang
they
out,
said they're gonna
get it.
stream it, so I'm gonna watch it.
yeah.
Probably watch
Are
it
you
on
gonna-
Saturday. I'll probably
you gonna
stream me watching it.
You're
Yeah.
gonna, I was like, are you gonna? Yeah, you're gonna
Yeah,
live
yeah.
react.
That's the plan. I mean, as much reacting as I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'll probably actually just watch and maybe stop and rewind a bit and such. So, chat, if
I think
any
that's
of
a
you
good
want to
idea.
watch with me, you are welcome to. All right. Hey Dom, if you want to join me in Discord on Saturday, I don't know what time it is for you. I think they start up at around noon. If you want to catch up in Discord Saturday around noon, like I said, I don't know if it's a reasonable time for you to be awake and chatting, but well, you're welcome to hop in Disco. We can kind of chill and chat and talk about John.
Should be fun.
Yeah. Do you know who's streaming it? I didn't know Ansira had like a stream team of any sort, really.
I think it's Colfina is in charge of it. But I think they're doing it through OnStuart also.
Okay.
Yeah, it should be noon Eastern time, like 11 Central time, noon Eastern time.
Yep. That's when they're gonna start the stream.
I mean, we'll see what actually happens. Obviously, right?
Yeah,
SCA
it's
time,
SCA
all
time. I assume it's gonna be like plus an hour, and I'll just be like chilling and watching. Go lift a little in the background or whatever. As it goes. Okay. Well, cool. I'm glad to hear about your appropriate amount of nerves, and I look forward to really cool shit from you. Always do.
Appreciate it.
You do cool shit.
Appreciate it.
So, this next exercise I pulled up mostly just purely selfishly for myself, right? Obvious. But I wanted to see if you wanted to join me on this. You're welcome to or not. It's up to you. You certainly don't have to. But all I was going to do is just write out some goals for 2024.
Oh, yeah.
I was thinking about like, I obviously want to win Crown. That's high up on my list since we're talking about Crown.
Same.
A win in Atlantean Crown specifically. This next one, chat. For those of you who don't know, there is no thrusting allowed in this coming Crown, which is unfortunately basically how I get into top 8 consistently at Crown.
It would be really funny if you won the no thrusting crown.
I've been working hard at it, man. I sort of have a little bit of a chip on my shoulder. I'm like, you know what? You take away my best weapon, I'm going to figure out how to do the other things, right? Like, and it doesn't mean it's going to pay off. I assert it takes 2 years usually for me to have an action so good that it's like automatic.
Yeah.
It's not like a 6-month thing. So some of the offside things that I'm learning and working on now aren't going to pay off by the time Crown rolls around. But it is what it is.
Have you thought about? We talked about this a little bit the other day, but have you thought about still faking thrusts?
Yes, I have thought about it. It is unclear as to whether we can do that. I think so. The rules are if you don't have a thrusting tip, you can't fake it. And so I believe what they're going to do is just say no thrusting tips allowed for this Crown.
But like.
So you can't at any point do the action.
What's the definition of a fake? Like as long as you're not hitting them with the point.
Right.
I don't see why that wouldn't be allowed.
That part's a little weird because like in theory I can just take even without a thrusting tip, I should be able to thrust the top of his shield to move it. Right. That's part of like.
Like physically move it.
Yeah, physically. Like that is always part of the rules. I can do the action of a thrust, not aiming for their face, intentionally pin the corner of the shield and turn it over into Moliné over top or whatever.
No, I'm literally thinking like even just you just point it at them.
Oh, like a pump fake and then just do something.
Pump fake, get them to react because like they're 90% of the time, right? 95% of the time, someone fake, especially you, right? If you aim a thrust at someone, they're gonna have to honor that.
Yes,
they're not
absolutely,
gonna. In the like heat of the moment, they're not going to remember. They're like, oh, a thrust isn't allowed in this tournament.
Yeah. A blade's coming toward your face. You're just going to react.
So it seems like you could still leverage your reputation and your fake. I've watched you fight. You do a lot of fake thrusts too.
Yeah.
I do the same thing. So.
You know what? That's a very good technical question. I don't have an answer currently. That's one to figure out when it's closer to that.
I would think about that though. It's an interesting puzzle though.
Yeah, exactly. That. Yeah, slightly.
Even though I think
slightly bound.
I feel a little bullshit. It feels a little bullshit to ban thrusting to me, but
yeah. It is what it is. Right. That's some of the questions, Dom. I don't know. Because I think what they intend to do is actually have thrusting tips cut off, so you should not. It's against rules to land one. Right, like you're not supposed to land one, and then follow. But I don't know how that works either because you're not supposed to hit with the side of your blade. You're supposed to hit edge on. And so a flat, I mean, that's also against the rules. And even though you're like attempting not to. So I don't know how that works. I could be
Also,
like, I'm trying to pump thrust, and they just walked into it. I'm sorry, or whatever.
People get hit with basket tilts too and shields all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah, that's exactly it. I don't know how it's going to look in function, and I bet you, to be very honest, I think you can probably do the majority of things you are both talking about, with no real repercussions, unless you're a dick about it. That's my belief.
I think that if you did literally stab someone and they're like, don't take that, and then you hit them while they were like reacting to the illegal blow, I think that would be cheesy.
Yes, absolutely. I would want to reverse the legal blow.
Yeah, I think that because that'd be like hitting someone in the knee, and then while they're like bent over, like clutching their knee, you hit them in the head, and you're like, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to hit you.
That's exactly it. However, I do want to, like, if I can, pin their shield into their face with a thrust. Like that to me is like that's a legit action.
That and because you can pin someone's shield with other parts.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You pin someone's shield with your basket hilt. That's not a legal target.
Exactly.
Or striking object either. So.
I do it all the time with spear. You just pin the shield against the person, so that they are forced to readjust their forward momentum. But
I think if you're not a dick about it, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Though some people might still get mad, which would be kind of funny.
You know what? That's part of existing in society, John.
Yeah. No, I said I thought it would be funny.
Oh, yeah.
If someone's mad about that, I'd be like,
you're down for the troll.
Especially if you're doing it.
Yeah, most pole arms have thrusting tips, and they're also taking thrusting off of pole arms. And great swords. To quote his highness, he wants to see people get beat to death and not thrusted.
Pretty sure I can beat someone to death with my tip.
I agree, but I think he wants that.
What
exactly.
About,
he wants that kind of brutal cut action.
Yeah. What about Madus? I guess you just
they're already outright banned.
Isn't there a knight in your kingdom that uses Madus?
Nope.
Uses Madu? Like a weird. I was just watching a Coach's Corner video.
There's a Fergus who is a transplant knight who fights with a broken spear.
It's a Madu.
It's what he calls it. It's a Madu, but without the length or the guard.
Sure. So I guess he could he fight with that?
Yes, he can fight with a broken spear,
but he
can't thrust with it. Yeah, which is makes it completely pointless.
Weird shaped shield.
It'd just be a shitty shield. Yep.
Yeah, shitty shield.
Yeah, get a shield at that point.
Yeah. Interesting.
No.
Sorry to derail the conversation. This is interesting.
No. I think that's great. I like this the side tangents. Yeah, no, there's going to be some amount of potential rules lawyering to the whole crown. And you know what? It is what it is. I am happy to participate, do my utmost, as I will do anyways. And we'll see how far I get.
I find rules lawyering, as long as it's in good nature, I find it an enjoyable thought process.
Yeah, totally. That's like playing any
game,
right? Like it's busting the parameters of the game to your advantage if you can.
Yes. Obviously, things can always be taken too far. But...
I mean, that's how speedrunning works. We're like, how many glitches are there in this game, and how can I abuse them?
Glitches game, yeah.
Like, you've seen those speedruns of like Ocarina of Time. It's all just like backflipping through walls.
Yeah.
Or Super Mario 64.
I've seen the Mario 64 ones.
Before, where you do the stair slide, and then that launches you through walls.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That stuff is cool though.
Yeah, I think it's cool. But it reaches a point where it loses the fun to me. Because like the fun of Mario 64 is the game design being played how it was intended, like going through the levels, and then speed running actually those levels. But when you're just backward flipping through the walls, it's a little less enjoyable to me. All right, so yeah, high priority win crown. I think I have some strength. So I actually want to work on my flexibility more than I want to work my strength. So I think I have a couple of flex goals.
Just flex on people.
Yes, exactly. Literally that.
If you win crown, you can definitely flex on people.
Goals. specifically like my shoulder, like a back bridge. Back. Have you ever tried that?
Like where you're like the arches where you're like on your hands and feet, but you're like bending.
Yeah, that's one.
Uh,
Like my shoulders suck in terms of
Maybe when I
mobility.
was like a kid, not like probably have not done that as an adult.
I think that's on my. That's on my. If I can get one down in 2024, I'd be pretty
Yeah.
happy. Just like even a shitty one would be nice. Right now, my shoulders like can't handle my arms going basically straight,
Oh wow.
or just like slightly behind my head. Right, they're
Huh.
just very inflexible. So that's my,
That's probably a
hey,
good
thank you
one
for
to
the
work on,
follow.
especially for fighting.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's the overhead extension, right? Like just the ability to pull my arm, my elbow to my shoulder versus my shoulder down to my torso.
Yeah.
And it is fighting and like just a lot of forward action, right? Bench press, push up, that like strengthens a lot of those forward pushing motions. And then my pull ups work the big lat muscles on the side, and those things both kind of
Yeah.
counteract my ability to bring my shoulder back, which is more like rear delt, and then some of the stuff underneath your armpit.
A few years ago, you were definitely when we were pelling a lot.
Yeah,
You were definitely bugging me to like stretch my shoulders.
yeah. Oh, definitely.
Not that I did, but
Dom, I have been working on specifically weighted versions of like IYTs. If you've seen those, I imagine you have, considering your amount of experience, as well as some people call them like snow angels, and then like an overhead press motion. I prefer to either do them with a band, high volume, high time under tension, or face down on the ground, holding like a 2-pound weight in each hand, or like a 1.5 in each hand, to be able to really work those rear delts, that external rotation. Like I want more balanced, like was it teres and infraspinatus. So I do a lot of overhead pressing with slightly behind my head with bands. I just want to really reinforce my shoulders. Yeah, infraspinatus. Yeah, and man, I didn't know how fucked up my shoulders were until like I started, like this is like 5 years ago. I got an impingement in my left shoulder from benching, and that just like that led me down the rabbit hole of learning all about my body, and then getting the certs that I got, and then teaching it to others. But that has made an enormous difference, just like massive, in my ability to like keep doing activity without things feeling tight. John, I remember specifically you at Penzik. We were doing those split squats, and your what would be your left side being forward was really unstable comparatively, because you're so used to being in a fencing stance.
yeah.
Which I'm like, man, that's a
No, totally fair.
wall angels while
That-
doing wall sits.
That's probably
Wow.
a good thing to work on, especially since I do left leg forward for heavy fighting now.
Exactly, yeah. Just getting that pad, getting the weights. Remember during COVID we were holding weights like essentially farmers carries, except it's like farmers advance and retreat steps.
Oh yes. And the weighted lunges and stuff.
I think that
Yeah.
doing that on your weak side will be huge, or putting a imbalancing pad underneath your left foot
Yeah.
would be huge.
100%. One of my goals is to like just work on improve my fitness overall. I think,
Yeah.
like strength and flexibility and cardio.
I don't know when you're gonna fall off, but you'll start to feel it at some point if you don't. Basically, like at some
I'm
point
worried that
it'll hit.
I'm worried that it might be happening.
And I don't mean it to be like a dick about it. I just like I have been around it enough now. I'm like, oh yeah, everybody who does sport, eventually, if
Yeah.
they don't do anything else, any body maintenance, they hit that wall. And it's usually somewhere between like anywhere from like your 30s up through your like upper 40s typically.
Yeah.
And then some form of like injury happens, and then it starts to decline. And so for me, I'm like, get that early head start. Start being flexible. Start being mobile. What's
Well, that's
up,
interesting.
Wilhelm? Good to see you, brother.
Yeah, I think it would just be good to have some, just in general, be a little stronger. Would be helpful for my heavy fighting. Like, rapier just became so rote. Like I just know how to do it. So like, I need less athleticism to be good at that. At this point.
Yep.
If that makes sense. Not just that I'm not athletic. It's just different.
So here's a relevant question. What are your, like, if you had to So obviously you want to win crown. In terms of body maintenance and improvement, what is on top of your list?
I mean, I had just very started thinking about this, so it's not very well thought out.
Yeah,
But I
no
was like,
worries.
I think in general, improving my strength,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like I wanted to improve my like endurance. So if that's cardio or whatever that's, you'd
Or
probably be better just
muscular
tell me.
endurance or cardiorespiratory endurance?
Mostly cardio.
Okay, so you feel like
Uh,
you're heaving some
I feel like
air.
recently. I feel like I'm maybe like over the holidays. I got a little out of shape with. So, I mean, I've been fighting a lot, but
Mm-hmm.
there's been a couple of times where I'm like, I should not have been as tired doing that as I felt. So some of it is still hold my breath sometimes, but
Yeah. Oh, during armored fighting, you hold your breath. Okay.
yeah. Um, but in general, I was like, I think it just needs to be better. I used to do more. Like when I was coming up through rapier, I was more serious. When I was like very serious about like really getting my fighting good, I did a lot more training outside of just sparring,
Yeah. Right. Right.
um, which involved some cardio stuff.
That's a conversation you and I can have offline. But I would love to help you make sure that
Yeah,
you're able to improve, like have steady progression of things like your wind sprints, so that you have that cardiorespiratory endurance.
yeah.
And
It was definitely
honestly,
good.
I would have you put on a backpack to mimic armor.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Good
Just
idea.
like put like 40 pounds in your back, and then just fucking wind sprint like you normally would.
Yeah. And then I just think I need to be a little stronger because I feel like I still hit a little on the lighter side, even with
Yeah,
good
I know.
technique sometimes. So, not that my technique also sometimes isn't good, but like just having a little bit more strength to like the margin for error is a little less as far as
Right. Yeah.
technique.
Yep. So you can be a little bit sloppier, but get it through because your shoulder, your arm has the power
Yeah,
in the moment.
yeah.
Yep. I get it, man.
So
Let's see.
yeah,
Shoulder extensions, back bridge. What's another one? I have been working my way toward chest to knees for my forward fold, and I'm getting pretty close. I can easily palm the ground. I can palm the ground with some shoes on. I'm now trying to get that last little bit of like driving my chest in. My hamstrings are being difficult in that regard. I think the other thing I want to do is that would be like flex goals, forward fold, chest to knees. Yeah, that's probably true. You know what? Don was saying John needs less mass if he lived in Atlantia. And having fought now in Ansiora a little bit, like and against some of those folks, I think they hit about as hard as we do in Atlantia generally, aside from thrusts or face things, anything face.
yeah.
So like
Definitely.
a Molinade to the head has to be as tough, and I'll get called light on a Molinade that isn't like bonking someone's head to the side.
Yeah. There's definitely dukes who have made a living just sniping the face.
Yeah,
Like you just
just
like
offside tap.
off that. Yeah. Well, I mean, there's Duke Drake who actually does hit a full offside head,
Mm-hmm.
but he also throws a lot of shots that are just like it's just like he slots you in the face or pops you in the face,
Mm-hmm.
and so, but it doesn't need to be as hard. It just needs to be real fast. Just moves the grill a little bit.
Yeah. That makes sense.
You'll make a living off of that.
I have why the fuck is it doing that? Let's see. What are some other goals? Fitness goals. I think I would love to be able to. So some of the things I was telling Alex, I would love to be able to do a little bit more in terms of um, improve stream quality. I'm bigger than some Ansior and Dukes, but almost not. Yeah. I don't know, man. You're okay. You're definitely bigger than some of the skilled knights. How's that? But Dukes gets a little bit harder.
Your
You are
Dukes,
correct. Yeah. Atlantean Dukes
Atlantean
tend to
Dukes
be
are big dudes.
large humans. Yeah, generally.
Who's your smallest Duke?
Technically, Steven lives in our kingdom now. He's tiny. He's like probably your size, John, roughly.
But he didn't. We didn't win his crowns in Atlantia.
No,
though.
no. I think he's a transplant.
Yeah. That's not quite the same.
Who is our smallest Duke? Yeah, Valharix is small. What's his man, names escaping me. We have a Count who's also on the small side. The one where it's Wilhelm.
Oh
in the
yeah. I
finals.
know if you're talking. I don't remember. He was king at Penzig, right?
Yeah.
That guy's pretty small, right?
Yeah, Afshin. Count Afshin.
Not a duke, but yeah.
Not a Duke, but he is on the smaller side of humans.
Yeah. I think Dom's bigger than him.
Yeah, Afshin. Yeah. Ashfin.
And Dom's bigger than like Joss, I think, right?
By
So,
weight, definitely.
By weight, yeah.
How much?
I assume we were going by weight, not by like height.
By weight, I think Dom's bigger than me. I'm a $180 right now.
That's pretty light.
That's what I've been for the last like 5 years. Okay, so we're roughly the same weight. I'm comparable.
Is that an Australian weight or American weight?
Australian pounds? You mean kilos?
Kilos.
Yeah. Stone. Some people, some parts of the world still use stone, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, 80 kilo.
Australian, I'm 80.
Yeah. Oh, so light.
Um,
Hey, what you weigh, John? If you want
one-
to tell the world. I don't know what you
160. I haven't weighed myself in a while, but I think like 160-ish.
want. Okay. Yeah, you're definitely in the small. Yeah, I was just thinking that like all your plates are in kilos, all your dumbbells and whatnot. So you just have to do that conversion in your head.
Yeah.
You know the gyms around here that are Olympic lift gyms, like focused, will have everything in kilos. They won't have it in
That
pounds.
makes sense.
All right, chat and John, I have a question. So I have a improved stream quality. I actually just ordered a green screen today, so all this stuff is gonna go and disappear. And I was
Oh, the
thinking
battle
about
barn.
yeah, the battle barn background. Yeah, it's not a great background, and I don't have
Here.
the will to do like that weird like the streamer LED background. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
care
yeah.
to do that.
You're
But
too old for that.
yeah, I'm just not. Honestly, I'm just not that like I don't like that aesthetic that much. It is a lot of work. So I was thinking what I would do is have a background scene and a foreground scene, which I've seen some really cool ones. So chat, this is what I'm talking about. I'll show you what I mean. Let me see if I can find something here. I'll pull off the side. Let me see if I can show it. Images. All right. So here's a streamer that I watch, where he does a background of a classroom. Like that's his thing.
That's
and,
fun.
and he uses he uses that. Like this is a common one where it's him, and then the classroom is yourself. You know, your point of view plus sentient vegetables. Is his whole thing. And I think it's a cool, like, you know, just a difference. Like, it's always a chalkboard with the chats and so forth, which I thought was kind of cool. I like that look. So, John/chat, what do you think would be a good, like, I could do like a medieval table, like Shakespeare table in the front, you know, like
Oh yeah.
candle and a crow and a skull and some shit, and then a background scroll. But that's like kind of ripping this design. Alex was like, maybe I could do a business table, you know, like at the end of a long CEO meeting kind of table, and I'm just at the end with the what do you call it, the projector on my behind me.
Oh yeah.
We use kind
That'd
of
be
a stock
funny.
photo. But yeah, chat, if you got any ideas, throw them my way. I'll be playing with them
So
over
it'd
the
be
next
fun
couple
to
weeks.
mix it up.
Yeah, exactly. I just wanted to create the picture, and I think it'd be fun to do.
Yeah.
If I have to garb up, at least like put on my garb on the top. I could make it that
Just-
the shtick.
Yeah. Party visits up front.
I could wear my helmet every day. I thought about that. I was like, I'd be the only dude in a helmet, I think, in like an armored helmet.
I feel like that would get really annoying after a while, though.
It would be so annoying, but it would definitely like of the probably tens of thousands of people streaming at any given time.
Yeah.
It would stick
You
out.
could be,
Thumbnail-wise.
what are those streamers that just do like animated avatars of themselves rather than
VTubers.
VTubers? Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah,
just do
I
that.
don't know. Yeah, you could just be a little knight. Um, I don't know if that's my thing.
I don't know that it is either, but it's a funny thought.
My favorite VTuber is a sentient gun.
Make
It's just like a gun with eyes. I think it's my favorite one.
a boomy VTuber.
I could make a VTuber. I thought about taking a stream one night and just looking through how to make VTubers and then playing with it on stream as the stream, just like going through the process of figuring that out. Thought it'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could do like, I was thinking about maybe I could do like a seance and I can have like a little summoning circle, and the summoning circle is the projector. I don't know.
Oh,
Lots
yeah,
of ideas of like interesting visuals.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is VTubing quite the rabbit hole? Is that what you mean? Let's see. So yeah, that was on the immediate improve stream quality goals. Do you have experience, Cosma, in doing said VTubing?
I mean, they don't want to out themselves.
Oh yeah, secretly famous. Green screen and foreground design.
Only dabbling.
That's cool.
Yeah. What if?
I think that's dope.
What if someone we knew was secretly a giant V?
I think it'd be awesome. Oh, speaking of which, John, one of the things I still want to do is go and look at other Skadian YouTubers. That'll be a fun night. I've reached out to a few of them, heard back from some of them. Oh, hello. We do know you. And I still wanted to do the thing where we maybe do a tier list on Skadian promotional videos. I think it'd be fun. I haven't seen that out there yet.
That's a good one, actually.
But I think that would actually make for a good way for other people to then like watch those promotional videos themselves.
Yeah.
And like look at
And then have a good guide for like which ones you should send someone who's interested.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. That's my thought.
And like I have a couple of go-to videos that like someone wants to know about the SE. I'm like, yeah, watch this stuff, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And depending on the person, whether it's a shorter one or a longer one. Okay. Yeah, I haven't. I've had a few TikToks hit me that are Skadian ones, but I haven't seen too many.
You know what? Actually, on Dom's suggestion, there is a video of a HEMA guy from England who reacts to a bunch of sword fighting movies. He's like one of those expert reacts to movie scenes.
Sword fighter. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be fun if we made a reaction video to his reaction.
Your shit's wrong. This is why.
Yeah. I mean, the world of sword fighting is a small world, so like we could 100% run.
That is true.
That
is true. I'm down for any of these things, any and all these things, man.
But
I like doing
I still
stuff
think
like
it would be really funny. But I definitely had some quibbles with some of the things he said about like the way he was presenting stuff to, like he was trying to present stuff to a lay audience, right?
Oh yeah, we could recreate the fights. That'd be dope. Like reenact some of the the fight scenes. John, get your ass over here.
I'm working on a plan for that.
That would be dope. That'd be a lot of fun. Yeah. I have multiple computers in the house now, like with the strength to stream and do all that. So you could just be streaming from another computer. No, did you like a streaming capacity one? Are you able to put your face on the screen?
Actually, I could. You're right. I forgot about that.
Let me see. Are you able to share
I still have the same camera, but it won't break the computer.
Are you gonna share it on Discord? I'll see if I can put that on stream.
Yeah.
Let's see how this works.
Can you turn your camera?
It says I can see you now.
I've never turned the camera on this computer yet, so it's like.
What sort of computer did you get? Like, is it a gaming?
It's like definitely a gaming computer.
Nice.
Because I figured pretty video editing and stuff too.
That is.
Don't switch.
Right now, you are on the what do you call it? The loading screen.
Yeah, I might.
All right, chat, get ready. This is well when he shows up.
I don't know.
I'll
I might
check.
need to like redo this off stream. I'm not sure.
Oh,
If
okay.
This is...
Oh, wop wop. Currently, I present to you, Master John Drake. Currently, a sentient waiting screen.
Waiting screen.
Yeah.
Just
No,
boxes
you're this.
floating around.
You're really this right here. You're just the green screen with your photo in it
Uh-huh.
right here.
I'm not real. Just AI.
He does need to put on muscle. I agree. Look at him. Weirdly boxy.
We were just talking
fella.
about that.
All right. If you ever get your shit figured out, we can put it on screen too.
Yeah. I can definitely have that. I can definitely figure that out before next week.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
And getting a new mic is next on my list of things to do. So.
Yeah, hell yeah, that'd be awesome.
So I can really start making some video because I have a bunch of ideas. I have an ideas. Should be able to pump out a couple videos that I had ideas for in the next couple weeks. So
Yeah, that'd be.
stay
Dude.
tuned.
All right, chat.
Chat.
Something that I'm very excited about is we've been talking about doing an SCA trivia night. So we will officially put out the advertisement and really push that stream in the future. But our goal is to have some form of chat participation as well as a panel of well-rounded Skadians come do this. And if it goes well, we might try to make it a more regular thing. I know that currently doesn't exist, but I think it'd be a fun thing. And the reason we came up for this, for those of you who don't know John very well, he will occasionally pop off with Skadian trivia. Unprompted.
Yeah. Annoy everyone with it.
Yeah, a little bit. It's usually when you get drunk, and then we like poke fun of you for not knowing lingo, like modern lingo, and
That's
then you're
true,
like,
yeah.
well, do you know all of the kingdoms in the SCA? And we're like, no, John. I don't know.
People don't
that
even
trivia.
know. Actually, okay, this is my favorite. This is the easiest question that everyone should know. So, chat, how many kingdoms are there in the SCA? Everyone should know this, but apparently no one does.
14. I have no idea. 17? Something like that.
We've talked about this several
22?
times, haven't we?
I don't remember, man. My brain. There's some things that don't stick.
And
in my
no
brain.
looking it up. I
That's
want to
why.
see if chat has any.
All right.
guesses.
I'm gonna look it up because I don't know. Kingdoms.
Unless they're too afraid to guess.
Maybe. Okay. I have an answer from the internet.
Oh, someone said 20.
Yeah. My guess was like high teens, low 20s.
Unless there's any more guesses. The answer is 20.
Oh, flat
So-
20. Yeah. Okay.
So Nick was right.
Nick knows. But yeah, so chat, we're going to do some trivia
A
at
little-
some point. I think it'll be fun.
A little teaser. A little teaser.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for that. I'm really
think I'm gonna-
extra excited about like how to run trivia via Discord on stream
Yeah.
and like make it enjoyable, right? Like the whole point is it
Yeah.
has to run smoothly and be enjoyable for folks.
I think that might be the most fun to do it Jeopardy style because you can even get like I think there's some places you can get like the Jeopardy template, with like the blue screen and like the questions like as far as having like a money value on them.
All right, John, how many Skadian kingdoms are there in North America? Ready, set, go.
In just North America.
Just North America.
I think it would be 18.
All right, that was your answer. I don't know. I don't have an answer. Chat will tell us.
I think it's just Jack and Bob and Look Hack that are outside of that.
Yes, I agree with you. On the not on the number of kingdoms, but yeah, the trivia format in terms of running it Jeopardy style would be fun.
Yeah.
What is whatever it is?
Yeah. What is 20?
Yeah. What is 18? Oh man. Well, would it be? I feel like Skadian trivia has to be nuanced enough that people wouldn't know. Like, there's some shit that every Skadian knows. Like, if you've been around, you know how like peerages work.
What do you? Well, I mean, what do you think every Skadian knows? That's kind of. I guess that becomes the interesting question.
Yeah. I just assume every Skadian knows how like peerages and awards work.
I assume the most Skadians knew how many kingdoms there were.
That's fair.
Like, I'm not joking. Like, I
Yeah,
genuinely
you
did
just
think that.
knew. Yeah, yeah. No, I am terrible with stuff like that.
To me, it was like just knowing there's 50 states. You know.
Right, right. That's okay. That's pretty legit. I think because of our target audience, we would probably do not just kingdom specific, but probably definitely like East Coast North America focused.
Yeah. Like, you do some trivia questions about Penzik or something.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool.
Or 49 states.
Uh, yeah, because
I'm sorry.
I think like awards, it'd be kind of cool to test people on awards that are not in kingdom or we can maybe announce it beforehand and be like, hey, this one's gonna be on Sierra and Atlantean only, or whatever.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
There's a lot of generic, like, just SCA specific, like, broad SCA trivia questions that I can
Yep.
get into, like about the founding of the SCA, like what year it was founded in.
Yep.
What
You can get
order
into-
the peerages were created.
Oh yeah, shit, yeah.
Just off the top of my head, that's a handful that I had thought of.
Uh, what about the like geography? We could do geography of Penzik or stuff like that. Geography of
Oh
golf.
yeah, that's
You
a
know
good
what I mean?
one.
Like, oh, as you are cross at the intersection of blah 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 and blah 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 and street names, you will commonly find this historically whatever camp, right?
Yeah, that's a good one.
The TARDIS is in front of this camp.
Those would be ones that I might need your help with making those.
That shit I would know.
That's
like-
boomy.
Yeah, that's just a party train. That's the actual boomy bus.
Yeah,
That's funny.
boomy bus trivia. That could be a
Yeah.
category though, is boomy bus trivia.
Yeah, yeah. Basically, what drunks would know.
What drunks would know.
Yeah, that's like legit.
Alright.
Yeah, that's.
Jake Boomy knows.
It's not numbers, that's for sure. It's gonna be like random fighting shit.
I like shit Boomy knows as a category. Actually,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
Hey, I'm down. Contribute the knowledge that I have, what there is of it. All right. So hopefully we'll have that in the coming couple of weeks. John, do you have any goals that aside from winning crown and then working on your person to do it? You said you had some videos that you wanted to make. Anything else that you're looking to do this year?
I mean, mostly those are the big ones, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
You're coming out to
Like-
Adult Swim. I'll see you there.
coming out. I don't know if that counts as a goal, but it is something that's on my list. I have
Yep.
my plane ticket already.
We could film a little there. I'll take all my
Yeah.
camera shit and then we can just
Yeah,
film some fun stuff, try out some stuff, see if it works or not.
yeah, that'd be good.
I think it'd be cool as shit to fight in a mall. I'm very excited.
Yeah, a whole. What did you call it? A whole ass ball.
A whole ass mall. Yeah, I'm excited, man. So the shoe factory was cool, but it was like it's like, pretty stock what I imagine like industrial griminess looks like. Whereas like in a mall tends to be cleaner and like kept.
So is the mall open or is it abandoned?
Good question. I don't know. I assumed
what
it
I'm
was like
not-
a working mall that
Working
just
mall.
rents itself out for events.
So like we can go buy Hot Topic between fights.
Yeah, that's my guess. My guess was like
Or-
we rented out a wing that was like
Yeah.
for stuff, for events.
That'd
But
be
I don't
even
really
funnier.
don't know. I think it'd be awesome. But
Pretty-
maybe
I'm very intrigued.
maybe it's like a dead mall, right? Anybody know? Chat. I don't know if anybody has been following Tim or anything like that. Right, exactly. Yeah, the shoe factory was kind of dingy, which is what you expect out of a shoe factory. It's kind of gross.
It had a certain charm to it, but yeah.
Yeah, it was fine. It was what it was. But like, I feel like a mall, even abandoned ones, aren't going to be as fucked on the inside.
I guess I don't know.
It'll make for some cool pictures too. Like there's a bunch of people in fighting garb, just in a very very modern backdrop, which will be fun.
Yeah, it'll be fun. I'm super excited. This is the first Adult Swim since the pandemic happened, right? So
Yeah. Last year was was Rattan. Was it last year Rattan Symposium?
I think last
20
year was like the unofficial Adult Swim. Like it wasn't an official
Yeah,
SCA event.
yeah. They called it the
Um,
Rattan Symposium.
yeah, I didn't even know about it. Like they had canceled Adult Swim, so I did not go.
Yeah, yeah. We didn't. We had that Airbnb. I booked that Airbnb and lost some
Yeah,
bucks on fucking
that might have been the
booking that
year.
thing.
Was that last year or the year before? Anyway, it has not happened since the pandemic. So,
Yeah, yeah. It's been a minute,
and it
man.
is my favorite event probably. So,
Oh, so excited. Go fucking fight.
be excited. And it's the first time I'll fight armored at it, so
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
even more excited for that.
The coolest shit. I'm excited.
Um,
I'm.
yeah, yeah. My plan is to do like armored on Saturday and then rapier on Sunday. I think is what I'm currently planning.
I'll bring it all and we'll figure it out.
Also that.
Are you gonna fly with your? How are you gonna fly all your shit out? You have so much stuff.
I've been thinking about it. I think the suggestions I've gotten from people was to go to an army surplus store and get a real big bag
Mm-hmm.
that I can fit my shield in, and then fit as much as I can in that, and then like
Like
carry
check
my
that?
helm on, which I
Okay.
think makes sense because the helm's obviously the most expensive thing.
Yeah.
Um,
And you check
I
everything
think
else.
yeah, I think I can check because I get Southwest. You get 2 free check bags. And I think between 2 free check bags plus carry on, I can bring with some creativity. I can get all
Right.
of my shit.
It's a lot of stuff.
Because it's 2 sets of fighting gear, which is the annoying part.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
And I'm definitely gonna bring both.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. Well, the fencing stuff is relatively easier.
And stuff's super easy, yeah. Um, I mean, I did leave a heavy stick at your house.
Yeah. Yeah. If you want to bring your heavy stick, bring it. Happy to.
I think I can probably. I have to also make them a little different now. I make mine a little. I've been making them a little heavier, kind of since then.
Oh yeah. So the one I have is a lighter John stick.
Yeah. I think I got a little stronger. Plus, I think I got a little better at just moving it in space. And so, if that makes sense.
Yeah. The guy does the heavy stuff.
Yeah. So I've made my stick a little heavier.
So we know that it's not a goal, right? It's so much as it's just an activity that you're gonna do. Are there any more goals for you?
I would like to go out and visit you and do like about some videos for a month or so. That is a goal.
Yeah,
Do that.
that'd be dope. Oh yeah. In our area, it's Play It Again Sports. It's
Yeah, we have those here too. Yeah,
Hockey,
that's a good
yeah.
idea. I always forget about that.
hockey goalie bags. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Does a goalie bag does it have the width to deal with shields? I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm not,
I don't know. This
Yeah.
is the downside of using the big on steer.
Yeah, you got a big ass shield. I mean, even relative to you, it's a big ass shield. And for those of you in chat who haven't seen John's shield, it pretty much hides all of him, all legal target. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I guess you'll have to figure that out. What's
Well,
your actual width? It's
it's
36, 24.
it's 2 feet at the widest.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it's 24 with the slight taper, and then
Yeah.
Is it
it's
36?
narrower? It's wider at the top and then it narrows by like 2 or 3 inches at the bottom.
36 height, 3 foot height.
Yeah, 3 foot height. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a big. I mean, that's a big boy for a shield. Yeah, he is
So
small.
it's the traditional. Well, it's actually the traditional on steer shield is 2x3, and this is slightly smaller than that. But
Okay.
which I like to point out, which is not like it essentially is. It's pretty close to the traditional on
Let's see if we
steer
can find a
shield, but
picture of John hiding entirely. Do you have a picture of you hiding behind your shield?
Probably.
Let me see if I can find one for.
Just go to my
audience.
Facebook. There should be plenty of pictures of me.
Okay.
So what am I doing?
John, nothing Drake. Did I tell you I'm gonna have a tire tourney here? I pull out the tires.
Tire.
All right,
yeah.
all right, chat. Check this out. I'm gonna hold on. I'll be right back. Let me pull this picture of John's shield for everyone else to look at, and then I'll come back if I can find one. Jesus, all of your recent photos. I don't have you in a shield.
Yeah, I thought I had one. Let me.
This is a fencing John. This is John in a goat hat, which I disagree with.
Depends on what type of goat you mean.
I mean, Taurus still exists.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, chat. This is John's shield, and that's the I think 24 up top, and it tapers down a couple inches on both sides toward the bottom, and is 3 foot, and then I think it has a little crest right here, right?
Yeah,
Am
the
I right
little.
with that?
So it's 3 foot from the side, not from the peak. The peak is like adds an extra couple inches, but from like the flat part, that's 3 feet, pretty much exactly.
Oh, well, that makes sense. I'll be right back.
It is a little on the larger side for a shield, but if you think about it, a lot of heaters are this big. They just have the corners cut off, so it's like rounded bottom, but they're about the same length and they're the same width at the top. So correct, yeah. Aaron's like barely shorter than me, maybe about the same height or barely shorter.
All right. So
Aaron McGregor's who I'm fighting in this video.
Chat, on this coming Sunday, I intend to have what I'm deeming a little tire tourney. And basically, I was inspired the last time we had a practice at my place. We did some toe to line. It was a lot of fun. And that's in one of the VODs on YouTube on the channel. And I was like, okay, what's another way we could do this? Boxers do this thing where they put both feet, instead of toeing the line, like where you're both on a line, you were just both feet are inside of a tire, and you fight from there. It's going to be counted blows, and you can move however you want. Right? The whole point is that it encourages lateral movement when you're in that A range, kind of A, maybe B plus range at worst, or at furthest. And so I dug out a couple of tires from my my storage. It's kind of gross. Let's see if we can show chat. And so, question that I have for chat and for you, John, is these tires right now, the holes are basically exactly 2 of my foot lengths. So like if I step and move at all, I'm probably going to end up stepping on someone else's foot to some extent. Mm-hmm. And so the question that I have is, should I cut off the top rim so that it opens up the fighting space a bit?
It's just making the hole bigger.
Yeah,
right?
specifically the top edge. It would probably add like 8 inches of total diameter, which is a lot of space to add. Yeah. Chat, what do you think? Is it?
Have you tried it? Have you tried it the way it is yet?
I have done it by myself, but not with another human. Having done toe to line, I'm like, you're gonna step on it, like it's gonna literally be on each other's toes. And so, what I'm worried about is that people get a little too up close with their physical feet. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I mean, maybe it's good to have more room. Maybe it's bad. I don't really know. It'll be more dynamic if it has more room.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea. But my thought was, before I did anything to it, I would actually just run it and then see if people wanted me to have that physical barrier, like the combatants wanted to have the physical barrier, or to just have tape on the ground, which is, ultimately way easier, and just have a line judge.
Yeah.
Say, hey, you stepped out, 2 points deducted or whatever.
I like the idea of the tire personally because it seems like it would be easier to not cheat.
Yeah, that's what I liked, is like you can't, your impulse of stepping away means you physically get stuck. Yeah. And I think that would be a cool thing.
But you can still like rotate all the way around.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can get all the way behind next to somebody, catch all sorts of angles. You're still, and it's their job to pivot, right? They have to come up a step to deal with your shit.
I guess there's also some strategy to think about which foot to put in the tire.
Yeah. Whether you want to go sword side or
shield side.
Or shield side. Yeah, exactly.
Interesting.
Yep,
I'm excited to see how that goes.
Yeah, it was Total Line was fun, so I'm ready to run this. So I invited some folks over. Hopefully we'll be able to. We're gonna broadcast that on Sunday.
Because I assume you're gonna stream that.
Either stream or video, but I'll probably stream it. I'm gonna try to. If the weather's nice, I might try to run a camera outside and have one right outside and one inside. But we'll see. We'll figure it out. That's some of, again, going back to the goals of the for myself. It's improving, like this past year. For those of you who have been watching on the regular, A, thank you. I appreciate you hanging out. And B, I've just kind of done very basic things to get streaming up and going in the last couple of months. And so I'm hoping to really kind of do some research and improve everything as we go. We've had audio issues in the past and just other stuff that I want to work through. It's a learning curve. So that will be something to look forward to on Sunday for everybody here. On Saturday, we will be streaming Onstjoren Crown with special guest Dominic Wolfram. If our hopefully it's not like fucking up your sleep schedule, man.
You don't need sleep.
I don't know. Like, what is okay? Let's look it up. Australian time. Let's see.
5
Noon
a.m. for me.
EST to Australian time is what I'm Googling.
I assume Australia has multiple time zones. It's a big
Yeah,
country.
but they'll give me an idea. Hey, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Sydney
Sydney
time.
time.
Okay, to Sydney. Yep, so noon is 4 a.m. So yeah, sorry, Dom. I'm gonna have to like send you some thank you coffee for hanging out, for waking up. That I know it's brutal, man. That's what I'm saying. It's early. Take it easy. Have a good night. Thank you for hanging out.
Yeah, have a good night.
So that's for everyone to look forward to. Like I said, Saturday, noon Eastern time, we'll be streaming the Onstjoren Crown. We can do some predictions in chat, and Dom will be joining on Discord, and we'll basically chat it up and poke fun at John mostly.
Yeah.
It'll be fun. Speaking of Australia and Sydney, Dom, how long is your stint there? I know that I thought it was like a fixed stint of like 3 years or some such. I know if we're going to see you here in the stateside anytime in the next couple of years. Oh, dope. Man, I can't believe how quick that went by. That's crazy fast.
Yeah.
It feels like a week ago.
That he was leaving.
That he was leaving. Yeah. I was like, oh yeah, I got 3 years to visit him. That's my chance to make it out that way. But shit, man, fuck me. Time flies by.
I was going to tell you last Friday.
Unfortunately, I didn't hear the news on Saturday when I tuned in.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going back to Meridian or are you coming to Atlantia? Who gets you? Oh shit, the Quantico. So you'll be in my neck of the woods. That's cool.
You can go visit the murder
We
bar.
get to see. I know you get to be here in the Battle Barn, sit in as a guest, and not be up at 4 a.m. Hell yeah. Yeah, right next door. You'll be if you're around Quantico, you'll probably be in the same barony, in Steerbach, because it's a big fucking barony. Oh man, you got some good luck in chat, John.
Yeah,
Look
thank you.
Yeah, we've been the when we first hopped on this evening, we kind of looked at the full list, and I'm kind of talking about predictions. So I'm excited to see what comes up.
There used to be a knight who lived in Onstjoren who he didn't really fight anymore, but he would every crown he would put out the odds. Like, for every fighter, so it'd be like 3-1, whatever for every fighter, and a little funny clip about why he had the odds, so it was really, but it was very it was very funny, but it was also like very accurate. Like he almost, I think he did it like 20ish times, and he didn't predict who won like twice.
Okay, so he has a great record.
Yeah, he had a great record. Unfortunately, he passed away a few years ago, so he doesn't do it anymore. But it was always super fun to come out and be like, especially before I fought Heavy, I'd be like, who's gonna win Crown? So I go look, and his odds are always super fun to read too, because they were like interesting. They're always a little bit sometimes funny. Like one of them was like Sven has the best odds as long as he can make sure to get his sword out of his opponent's ribcage between rounds or something. It's like.
If I knew the people better, I could create some fun odds out of this list here.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I just don't know the folks well enough to even make.
No, you don't. It's not your kingdom. You probably know 4 people in this list.
Yeah. I know of, maybe 6-7 people of this list. I have met or spoken to at least 4, 5, something like that. And there's plenty of people I just don't know. Like I have spoken to Sven, like we know each other, and Antigone as well. Gots. We spoke to them on Gertz on Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Local fighter to me.
I have. Is this Marjorie? Who does social media?
Katie,
Yeah,
yes, Katie on Facebook.
I have met them at golf and spoken to them. I've spoken to.
You also know
Wilhelm.
Bao. Bowden.
Oh
Bao.
yeah. Oh, I didn't know that was Bao. That's cool. I didn't know that they had a French name. That's cool.
His name used to be Elaine, but people just bad about using his SCA name.
BAO,
So we changed it to
right?
Bowden, so we could still go by Bao. As
Okay. Yeah. He introduced himself as Elaine, I believe, when we met. Yeah, I've met him. Cool. Okay, so I've met a lot more folks than actually, because I've met Jason in passing. I've met. I think I was in the car with Golfred and Mare, and we were behind Floki at a Penzik. I don't know if it's the last one or the one before, and we were honking at them.
Really?
And that's how
funny.
That's our interaction.
I mean, Floki used to live in Atlanta, so.
Yeah, exactly.
It's been a while, but.
It's been a minute. But I remember when Elizabeth was in town and we'd fight. They're good. Now Master, or I don't know if that's their preferred title, but I guess I should find that out.
Who?
Elizabeth.
I think Mistress, but I'm not 100% sure actually.
Yeah, I didn't know if they went by Master, Mistress, Dame.
I should know that since they're a pretty good friend of mine, but.
Hey, you find that out, let me know.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's a decent list.
Yeah,
we'll see
cool.
how it goes. I'm excited.
Awesome. Chat, I hope to see all of you online this weekend. On Saturday, we will watch Ancien Crown. And then on Sunday, I'll probably stream the Tiny Tire Tourney in some way or another.
I'm excited to see that.
Thank you all for hanging out tonight, talking some predictions, going on tangents as we tend to do. And we will hopefully see you all online next go. Take it easy. Have a good night.
Yeah, good night, everyone.
Nice. All done.